Hey everybody. Okay, so we're going to keep on exploring planet Calypso. Um, Before I go, I just want to grab a bit of ammo. So I'm gonna grab myself 100 ped worth of BLP. I'll get 30 ped worth of weapon cells. The BLPs for my Maddox. The weapon cells are for my Marble Bravo. Okay. Something just went through auction. Outbid on the okay. I keep getting outbid on the Arcadia Moon deeds, but hey, if you don't bid, there's no chance you get something. Okay, so, and then the other thing was to grab a bit of probes because I like to. I'm not like an avid miner where I just like blanket, cover everything with probes. I'd rather just drop when I feel like I should. So I like to get myself like 100 ped of survey probes. Yeah, I'm just gonna join it to there. There we go. So I've got everything that I need. My gun's repaired. You have to make sure your gun's repaired. All my weapons are repaired. My armor is repaired. Right now, I have Nemesis thigh guards with a serpent scale. Okay, so sometimes I change them out and I put the 5B armor plating back in. It depends on if there's exotic damage, and what I mean by that is electric or acid is not common, but when it's there, serpent scale is a good armor to take on those types of mobs. So for example, I went and checked, and Nemesis with serpent scale was the most efficient armor against the Rextillum, so the Scorpio type creatures I was killing in the last videos. So you didn't see that, but I was trying to save ped because the loot was crap when I went hunting yesterday, and I removed the 5B plates and put the serpent scale in order to have better efficiency against the Rextillum. So next time you go hunt them, remember that. I checked a lot of armor, and Nemesis is one of the best when it comes to efficiency for many creatures. And then when it comes to robots, I end up always using Vigilante, and both of them are adjusted, by the way. I am a sucker for adjusted items. I love them. Adjusted this, adjusted that. My Marble Bravo, the Tagger, which can shoot 150 meters, 155 meters, is a, let's just see, I'll tell you for real, new information. 155 meters I'm at right now. When I'm completely past my skilling period, I'll be at 158 meters. I'm getting outbid. Okay, so where do we go? I'll bring it to places where I like to go. One of the places that I like to go the most is not there. Is it here? Winter Park. Yeah, that's where I like to go. So Winter Park. We're gonna see what's there now, but I haven't been there in years. But I got a lot of good loot in Winter Park. some Hoffs and Globals. So here's a good place to start skilling. So right now I'm what you call naked, and it's a good place to skill. So what I would do with these guys, if you want, you can actually look for an open, and you can actually sweat them if you wish. I'll show you. Best thing to do to start would be to synchronize, use the synchronize chip. And I'm going to synchronize. Okay, so I'm synchronized, and that'll help me concentrate better when sweating. So I'm right next to the TP, so if he kills me, I'll just end up over there. I can heal, which is good for my skills, and then come back. So let's see how easy it is to sweat. Here, I got some vibrant sweat. So in principle, I could sweat him until there's no more sweat. And then when there's no more sweat, kill him. And in principle, I could do that with every single one of them. See, I'm gaining some skills and sweat gathering skills. Now that's totally possible. You can do it alone. It takes patience. Oh, you see I've got another vibrant sweat. I wouldn't come here without some form of healing capacity. However, I did buy, like I'm a sucker for like things that make you better. And now I've got someone else on my back. So you see, I can't really work with that way. So that guy, I'm gonna take care of him. Go tell your friend. And then I can continue this one. Eventually, he'll run out of sweat, and then I'll have no other reason to spare his life. So I would like take out my gun and finish him and grab the loot. And if you do that with every one of them, then you're hunting as eco as it's possible. And that would be a basic way to start in Entropia. You've got basic weapon. Of course, if you want to heal with Mind Force, you need the chip in, the implant. But once that's all done, then you can start with basic chips. I personally enjoy it. I don't play for ultimate eco. I do like it. Like I use eco in some things, and in other things I prefer the show, you know. So one of the reasons why I use Mind Force to heal, it just looks cool, man. You like got the pink aura, and you can heal people around you with a pink aura, and you don't need a little box, you know. It's just something psychic about it. And it does skill your psychic powers, so your psyche. So my psyche advances because of that. So you see, he doesn't do much to me, and I know I've said that a few times, but if I only have that guy on me, I can heal, you know. And of course, I have a ring that I purchased here. It's called the Egglick Ring perfected, and that increases regeneration by 50%. So that does make a difference. Oh, that was such a mistake. Haha! I did not mean to pull out my Maddox. I wanted to pull out my my small weapon. So there you go. Sorry. Don't do that. But hey, that's that's Entropia for you. Mistakes happen. Your game's only as perfect as you are, and I'm imperfect. I work hard and I play for leisure, and sometimes I make stupid mistakes of inattention, and that's what costs me. That's why I'm a good I make money for mind art. So it takes patience to swunt. So this is what it's called. This is swunting. You're sweating, and once you've done sweating, you hunt them. And this is how the ancient natives used to hunt. They would use every resource possible. I'm bound to have some guys on me. Time to heal. Grab my sweat tool. Click them. And get back to work. So it's work. It doesn't pay a lot. But guess what? It pays more than if you don't swunt. So if you don't sweat it and you just hunt, you take the pure losses that come with it. If you swunt, you get something in return. You can get for one, I think it's 1k K of sweat, you'll get 1.5 pet, if not more. Something you'd have to look into. I'm not too familiar with the market. So, is it worth it? Well, if I consider the work that I do, nope, not financially, not for me. But for somebody who wants to start, who doesn't have a lot of money, who wants to improve their avatar at an efficient cost, go swunt naked. Okay, that's what you do here. Swunting naked. SWUNTING. Swunting. Exosaur young, which is a beginner's mob. Level 3. They can hardly affect me. And you hunt them naked. NEK apostrophe D. Naked. Now when I'm naked, I'm dressed. I go hunt and I look sharp. I always look sharp. So that guy, I always like to attack the guy that's bothering me. Leave me alone. There you go. Go back to this. Swunt. So I'm trying to swunt to the point where it says you cannot acquire any more sweat from this creature. So hopefully I can show you that moment. He's gonna attack me soon, I can tell you. Yeah, there you go. Come on, guys. Give me a break. So, you know, swunting can be pretty, a lot of action, especially, it depends where you swun. I could be smarter and attract him away, but I don't want to. make this fun. They attack me, I get skills. Why not? So when I don't want to spend, or when I'm tired of losing Ped, it's my way of going on strike. I go Swunt or Sweat even. And then if I sweat for a few weeks, Mind Arc know that I'm pissed off at them. Do they care? I don't know. Do they observe habits? I have no idea. Would I if I ran the show? Probably. We're at 54 vibrant sweat, you know. So how long have we been sweating? That gives you an idea of how long it takes to get to 1,000 for 1K. Got it. I haven't had my concentration broken. But remember, earlier we synchronized. You have to be patient, because when you're swunting alone, well, you're the only target, okay? So you get hit more often. So that brings us to the next part, where that's why people, for the most part, don't swunt alone. Instead, they're gonna go sweat in a group, and often the places that you'll see people doing that are especially at Nia's place, at Royal Club, at Port Atlantis. There's a few other places. People change around. It's like a group that's organized, and with Facebook and the internet and all these different forums, it's easy to organize groups. So sometimes people disappear and you're like, what happened? But everybody can communicate online, so they know where they are. So the other day I showed up at the Royal Club, and I'm used to going there and used to seeing people there, and get there and there's nobody. And then I go to Nia's place and everybody's there. And then 2 weeks later I come to Nia's place and they're empty. And then I go to Royal Club and everybody's there. So I don't know why they change. Okay, so that was swunting. Okay, so now if you let's go take a look at I like Royal Club. I don't know, something about royal, maybe because I'm so much into genealogy. So something tells me that Royal Club is where it's happening today. Okay. Definitely is. So we're gonna pull out our sweat tool, and we're going over to Royal Club, and I'll show you why sweating in a group may be very advantageous. So there's a lot of people today. If you see, look over there. I showed you this place the other day, but we're going to spend a bit more time here today. You take a look at the dynamics and see and understand why people are sweating in a group. And everybody has their spot. I have a tendency to go all around here every single time and go parking right here, and there's always somebody ready for me. Like a hole ready for me, that's what I meant. There you go. Why there's always a hole there for me, I have no idea. It's like they're waiting for me. Subliminally. So already I've got vibrant sweat. Oh, you cannot acquire any more sweat from this creature. So, okay. So what does that mean? Is somebody going to pull out a gun? Yep, you see? Somebody pulls out a gun. How many people? Yeah, so he's on top of there. And he's a weak hairstylist. And he's killing the Ambulimax. While somebody else went to get another Ambulimax. So, there's a notion of respect when you're sweating. You don't want to be hiding somebody. So if somebody's there, you don't go stand in front of them. Another thing is to stay still. Don't jump all around. And you know, because people are there to... Well, first of all, it's not a very stressful activity. So if you're jumping all around, then it doesn't, you know, it doesn't, nobody will appreciate you. And the thing about Entropia is that it's all about reputation. So, first of all, it's in the terms of service that you can't have more than one avatar, and that you can't, like, you know, just create avatars left and right. So anybody who does that is wrong and fraudulent in the first place. So I am who I am, you know, like I don't know if you can see, but it's my name that's on this channel. My avatar is Todd Fox Burgess. I make sure I use the security system, the security app, to make sure nobody hacks into my account. But you know, I'm going to be a public person for as long as I have something to say about Entropia, you know. And right now, I'm sweating, but I'm pretty sure that if I went around and synchronized people, they would love me for it. So how would I do it? Okay, I'm gonna go synchronize. I'm gonna wait till that creature gets off my back, and then I'm gonna go into my inventory, and I'm gonna equip the synchronizer, and I'm gonna go and there you go. So I synchronized him. They're going to remember Todd Fox Burgess. And he's synchronized every one of you. There you go. He's synchronized. I wonder if I could get sued for synchronizing. Like, no, why you synchronized me, man? I didn't ask for that. Like, people are wondering, what am I doing? He says we can't say no to an offer. Well, there you go. I'll get in there. you're generous with people, people appreciate it. Synchronicity. They know you, they know me. Extrasensory. Synchronicity. Yeah, I can synchronize a lot before it affects my budget. It's just a gadget, but it probably helps my skills, you know, eventually. Then pull out the thing and start sweating again. Everybody's synchronized. You feel it? Oh, sweat's just pouring in. Cannot acquire any more sweat from this creature. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So this is sweating. So where are we at? Today I got myself 81 sweat until I got bored. But so that's what sweating's all about. Now we're going to head back to the TP people. So this is the first show, and it was a bit more about sweating and about synchronization, and you know, a little more about Entropia universe and Planet Calypso as a whole. Okay, have a great day.